Alright guys, today I will be doing the innovative differential mounts, both the rear mounts and the front mount. And I just got the 65 durometer street bushing in there. And also, you know, the construction on this is pretty darn good. It's got a great powder coating. One of the only things that I do have to mention is that you can see here there's a full weld on the back. It's only tacked. And, you know, I haven't heard of these things failing, but I don't know. It's just kind of how I am. If you're going to do the front, weld the frickin' back. Don't just tack it. So that's just my gripe from it. I know it's not going to be something that's going to fail. It's just something that when I look at the product, my mind immediately goes to, why did you not weld the front and the back? I know, extra supplies and extra materials cut down on costs, but that's just me personally. But anyway, time to install these and see how they do. Okay, so what I did was there's a cover right here. It's 3 10mm bolts, one right here and 2 right here. That covers this area, and that way I could get an extension up into this area to unbolt this diff mount. So now I'm just going to lower the diff a little bit to create some room, and I should be able to get these mounts out. Might need to remove this hanger actually right here, because it looks like it's actually just perfectly in the way. Typical, but looks like I'll get rid of that and should be able to get it out. Alright, out with the old and with the new. So basically you just kind of shimmy them in there, and there you can create enough room because the diff will move around quite a bit. So now I'm going to go back around and do the rear diff mounts, because that'll give me enough room to shimmy them around and pull them off. So looking pretty good underneath here. I can't wait to try them out. So you can see these old diff mounts, they're not even solid. So that leaves a lot of compliance in there. I'm not saying compliance is a bad thing. It's definitely something that you want for a daily driver, but for something that I'm going to do some track use and street use, you know, a good 65 durometer polyurethane solid bushing in there might be something that you want to go with. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to get these in there, see what they're like. You can see I've let the diff drop quite a bit. You can see that's definitely out of center. So you just really want to just let it drop as far as you can if you're not taking the rear sway bar out. But it will start to pull down the exhaust, so don't let the diff rip your exhaust off. So be mindful of that, but you'll be able to shimmy it out once you loosen it up. There they are. Just takes a little shimmying around. All you have to do is move the diff, drop it a little bit. But it's pretty easy. There it is. So, time to torque everything down to spec. It should be ready to go. Alright, so it doesn't look like this washer will fit on there. The bushing is a little bit wider, but it does have that metal insert there. And I have heard people have run these without that washer in there. So I was hoping I could reuse it, but it looks like I can't. So I'm just tightening up everything kind of loosely at first, and then I'm going to torque everything down. Alright, the 14mm bolts are 33 foot-pounds, and the 19mm nut is 55 foot-pounds. So same goes for the front mounts. The bolts are 33 and the nut is 55. So only 2 torque settings to change, and you are ready to go. Alright, everything's torqued down to spec, put back. All I need to do is the rear sway bar and the front mounts, and I'll be there. So close. Alright, hanger's back on. Everything's been torqued down to spec. This cover's been put back on, and I'm ready to drop her down on the ground. See how she works. Oh boy, so that was 2.5 hours. Not too bad, pretty easy job. Not much of me in it, mostly because there was practically no room at all. But it was still a pretty easy install, nothing too hard, nothing that I really got stuck on. So it should be pretty easy for you guys to do. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 4 or 5, so it's pretty easy, pretty quick. So I'm going to take it out on the road, do a little test drive, bring you guys along, and see how it works.